Matt Hall back again, this time with Abdul Beecham. I prepared him for this before. I'm going to tell him I've never played offensive line in my life. I think a lot of us who are reading our stories and watching these videos haven't either. And I want to take this chance to have you teach us some things, hopefully, about it. So the first thing I want to ask, when you go out and you get ready to to snap the football or to snap it as an offense, what kind of things are you looking for in the defense as far as keys and to know what you're going to need to do when the ball's snapped?
Well, first, I'm looking for what type of front it is, and then once I get down, I listen for the center's ID, whatever Adam IDs.
Right.
We got the next guys in the box, so it's real. It sounds real elementary, but once we get in, week out against different teams, it gets a little different.
To me, sitting up in the stands or in the press box, it looks like it'd be a confusing thing to kind of communicate, particularly with crowd noise. Is it not as hard as it sounds? Does it become kind of routine for you guys?
Well, with crowd noise, it makes it a lot harder. With crowd noise, you can't hear anything, so you kind of just got to know what you're doing. You can't listen to the center's ID because, even though he's right beside me, I can't hear him. You can't hear the quarterback snap count. You just got to kind of watch the ball and be able to fire off. So that's why you got to know what you're doing.
I mean, every one of you guys is important up front, but Adam comes in kind of as a surprise starter this year, due to injury and that kind of thing. How long did it take for you to be comfortable with his cadence, his voice, all those things, calling out those plays to you guys?
Well, Adam was with us all spring ball, so I got that time, a good month and a half, 2 months to be with Adam and come in and do what I was supposed to do. So it's not that big of a shocker, but he's came in and did a great job.
Now, I think you'll probably give a good political answer here, but as an offensive lineman, do you get more excited when you go in the huddle and you heard they've called a run, or when it's a throw?
Most linemen would say when it's a throw because they don't have to do much, but I like running the ball. That's just the nature around here. We love running the ball. We love moving people. Coach Dickey preaches that all the time. So I'm more of a run type of guy.
Makes sense to me. I think something unique about K-State, at least as I watch him, is with the quarterback run game. A lot of times Jesse or whoever it is before him will take the ball and wait for a hole to open up and not immediately burst through the line. Does that put pressure on you guys, knowing that he's sitting back there waiting for you to open a hole? Is it any different having to block for that kind of scheme than one where the back's just coming through a design gap right away?
The surprising thing is they don't really tell us. So we don't know how they're running it back there. We know if Jesse has the ball, we know if Alex has the ball, but we don't know if they're slow playing it or if they're hitting it hard. So we just run the play the same every single time. That way we don't have to consciously think in our mind like, oh, the pressure's on. We have to open up this hole because he's back there waiting.
See, that leads to my next question. I was curious. You've got a number of different running backs, whether it's Jesse or Winston Dimmel or Alex Barnes, Dalvin Warmack, Justin Solman. Do you have to block in a different way for any of them, or is it just what you said before? Is it the same play every time regardless of who the running back is?
Oh, yeah, regardless of who the running back is. We block it the same every time.
And last question, this is probably more typical question, but how good was the Vanderbilt defense? I think fans look at that defense and think it was pretty good, but compared to what you saw the first two games and even some last year, how good was that defense you played last Saturday night?
It was a great defense. They were a great overall team. They came out and they did what they were supposed to do. So I give them credit.
All right, hey, appreciate the time. Take care.
Yes, sir.